Stadium in Boise, Idaho. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Boise State Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Bobcats offense will have the football first. And let's put the spotlight on Bo Sparks. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and development. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
This offense has it with really good field position. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
Makes it, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos. First score of the game goes up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He's got it on the right.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job blowing up, getting that third down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
From deep, it's Pryor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Right at the line. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jenkins. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet. And he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them where...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Out wide right, it's Ford. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the option. He'll pitch it. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside. And you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line. And that shove saved the touchdown. The Broncos have it with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the run. It's Gaines. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Broncos! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Jackson will throw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bobcats will snap it on first and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Burgess. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at second and 10. They want to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Evans. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Burrowing for yardage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Trying to burn this defensive back. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong... Oh, put it right on the money.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Pass to 6. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Broncos are in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Wagner. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the toss. Touchdown, Broncos! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits inside, it's Jenkins. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one, they need 8 on second down. The fake wants to throw, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Trying to get started. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big... They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO fired complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Ford. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Boise State! That touchdown gives his team a bridge, and it's blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
4 wideout set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left. Lots of running room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sets his feet. It's Madsen. Gonna take a shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Horned Frogs looking for a third straight victory today following that week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Boise. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Buying time to his right. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Ford. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll keep it himself. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Open on the left side is Smith. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. They'll run it on the counter. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. New set of downs after the completion. Finds his man on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Running inside, it's Jenkins. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose a couple on 4th and 2. Handoff from the gun. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's 4. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. He's got enough. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Right side, it's Terry. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it. Turning it on. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks. 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Ripping through the defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Straight ahead, it's Jenkins. Got room on the return. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Bobcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Nice move there. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. He's out past the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Crosses the 45. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets to 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. He's past the sticks. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught, and he's got room. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense going all in to stop the run. Now the toss. Touchdown Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some points.
Looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. Breaks free. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to ride this running back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been...
Makes the grab in their space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He'll toss it. Might have a chance. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Broncos! Great job by the back on the option. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Using his legs, it's Jenkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Snaps on 4th down. He'll throw it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down.
There he goes. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Broncos sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
The returner will field it and try to do it. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Boise State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is Sparks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Cuts it upfield. It's Riley.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line. And the Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And they'll take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.